Good afternoon, Miss Conley. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
That's great.
I'm so glad you decided to join me today to talk about Jack's progress in school. I called this meeting conference today to discuss his academic progress. Before we go into it, do you have any questions for me?
Well, I have been wondering and kind of concerned because when he comes home, he does his homework. He's really eager to do his homework, and then he comes home and he brings the test back and he has like 70s and 50s, and one time he even got a 28, and I'm just wondering where are we going wrong?
Jack is a very, very hard worker. He likes to make good grades. He really tries hard. I'm not so sure that Jack has the skills needed to pass my class. Like you said, he doesn't have the best grades, and he tries very hard. We work together. I give him study guides. He's failed the first two major assignments already, and I just have a few concerns about that. What do you think you could do maybe to help him out?
Well, I'm wondering, my husband, he just mentioned a tutoring program, and I was open to that, but at the same time, I just don't see why. I feel like he's capable of doing the work without much extra help, because he does it when he's home. So I'm wondering, is there something going on at school?
Um, well, like I said, he works very hard. He tries very hard, and I've stayed after school with him quite a few times to help him before a test to study. I was hoping maybe you could help him out more, maybe sit down with him at night and try and do his homework. Also, one thing I wanted to mention to you is maybe if you could think about some remedial classes for Jack. He really needs the review before going on to the higher level classes.
I understand.
I'm worried that
that's
he's
your
not
job
gonna make it.
to say that he should be remediated, but my son is perfectly capable of doing the work.
Well, Ms. Collin, let me show you his assignments here. As you can see on this assignment, he made a 62. This was our first major assignment. The second major assignment, he didn't do well either. So I was hoping after you would see his grades on his test and his major assignments that you would feel a little differently. Jack just needs a little bit of help, and maybe if you were open to it, we could run some tests on him to see if he has a learning disability.
Well, okay. I'm not going to completely rule it out, but how does his grades compare to the other students' grades in the class?
As grade-wise, his grades are below average, very below average. He doesn't meet up with the grades of the other students, but he tries harder than the other students. He, like I said, he wants good grades so bad, and he's very worried about getting good grades. I just don't think that he's been given the skills that he needs to pass my class up until now.
Well, besides the testing and besides the remediation, is there anything else that I could do? You think the tutoring will work? Because I just don't sit well with the fact of him being in remedial class. I feel like he'll do something to his ego.
I understand that, and that is one thing that I did want to mention to you, that Jack's self-esteem seems to be going down a little bit because of his grades, and so if we can try and help him get his grades up, maybe work harder with him, maybe I can do some special assignments for him, maybe some special study guides for him. Whenever I put him in, when we go into small groups, he goes into the group that needs a little bit more help. And so we try to work with those students a little bit more. But I do think the tutoring program will help. It's an after-school program. He'll get a lot of attention and a lot of review in there. So maybe we should try that before we go to the remedial classes, if you want to try that.
Okay, we could try that, but could I make one more suggestion? Maybe he's not doing well because you put him with the lower students and they're rubbing off on him. Maybe you could try and put him with the better students?
I could. We could try that, but Ms. Connolly, I don't think that's a very good idea. If I put him with the better students that make better grades, his self-esteem is gonna plunge even more because he doesn't have the grades that they have.
Okay, well, I'll have to talk this over with my husband, but I will email you back probably within a week. I'll email you back and let you know.
I'm gonna write my cell phone number down on this paper, and if you have any questions or concerns for him after school hours, you please give me a call.
Okay, all right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I was like, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say now?
I'm trying to be different.